Good morning, family. PT here, Pastor Torre from One Church. Hope you're having a great Monday. There's no reason why you shouldn't be. This day is filled with opportunities to not only be blessed, but even more importantly, to be a blessing. I'm doing these Monday morning recaps. They're called morning applications. And what they're about is giving you tools and tips to walk out the word that we receive on Sundays. We had an incredible time yesterday in all three of our services where the Lord just loved on us and he taught us about the greatest commandment. The greatest commandment, not as some religious ritual or chore that we have to engage in to some sort of way win God's affection, but the greatest commandment being the greatest expression of God's love for us and him giving the highest wisdom to us that will bring us to a place of freedom, of healing, wholeness, and stability. Here is what the greatest commandment is. Jesus says, you will love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your soul, and with all of your strength. And you'll love your neighbor as yourself. It's so powerful. Basically, what Jesus is saying is if you get to the place to where you invest all of your heart into God, that you invest all of your mind, all of your thoughts into God, that you would invest all of your soul and all of your strength into God, it brings a stability to your life because you will have invested the totality of who you are on a foundation that can't be shaken. How many times have you loved someone with your heart only to discover that in the process of time your heart got broken? Think about it. If you give God all of your heart, it is impossible for it to be broken because he loves you perfectly and he will take care of your heart and entrust you to it. And so when he says love us in that way, again, he's not trying to beat us up with some sort of routine, but he's saying, I want to make you stable. I want to make you healthy. I want to make you whole. I want you to invest all of yourself in me. I'm not telling you to not love anyone else, but I'm telling you, when you master loving me with your everything, not only are you going to be able to love yourself better, but you're going to be able to love others better because you're not going to love from the place of need. It was a brilliant word. You've got to watch it. But I want to give you something practical that I do on a daily basis. I get in the presence of God in the morning. The Bible calls it the secret place. You might want to call it the secret place. And I lay out with him. And I don't come in there bringing him all the other things that I love. I love a lot of things. I love my family. I love the kingdom. I love ministry. I love just wonderful things that I love. I love sushi. You know what I mean? I love sweet potato pie. I love a lot of things. But when I pause and take that time to be with God in the secret place, none of those things exist at all. It's just me and God. I love God in another stratosphere. I love God in another universe all by ourselves. It's just me and God in that place. And I surrender my affection for all of those things. I suspend them and I get with God and I give him all of my heart. And I have to do it every single day. And it makes me whole and complete to love myself properly, right? And to love others properly. It's amazing. There's a freedom that comes. David was a man who was flawed in a lot of ways, but one thing that he got right was that he loved God more than anything. Psalm 27:4, he says, the one thing that I desire, that will I seek after, ultimately is to be with God. And it was powerful. And because David loved God in that way, God gave him the key. It's called the key of David, and he promised that he would open doors that no one would shut and would shut doors that no man can open. This is great favor, and it comes when God knows that you love him with your everything. Watch the video, take time out to spend time with God, die to everything else, suspend it while you spend that time with him in the secret place, and he will make you whole and complete where you lack nothing, and you'll be a better lover to everyone and everything else in life. God bless you. This is your Monday morning application. I'll see you next Monday.